Hi. We're trying to see if we
There
can
we
get
go.
this to work.
Oh, it doesn't like it. It doesn't like my
So
device.
start over, straighten
Oh,
out.
let's try this again.
Yes. So Dawn's starting over.
I
Hi,
am
everyone.
technologically advanced. All right, let's discard. Let's delete.
We're just moving on.
Because
Like we like to.
it doesn't like the rotatey thingy.
Once you start, you have to start it and then turn it.
Okay, let's try it like you did it, right?
Start it and then turn it. There we are. They can see me. Oh, hi,
So
Cheryl.
on mine, it's
Hi, Myra.
on mine. I don't think I'm supposed to do it that way. Okay, we need to get me in the screen on yours.
Yes. Give us just 1 second.
We are technologically
Happy.
awesome. It's cooperating. I need you to move yours back just a
We're
hair. There
watching
you go.
our words. Let me put it behind.
Okay.
So I saw Cheryl. Hi, Terry. We have your name down for a reading.
Yeah, we
have
do.
Cheryl and Barb down for a reading. So Cheryl.
Cheryl and Barb.
And
Barb is the one who had the question
Yes, she is.
in advance.
But we're gonna wait. We're not gonna get there yet. And then Myra. I wonder if I can see comments somewhere. Let me try to find you. Find what we're doing somewhere else here, so I can see what's going on.
Yeah, see if I can find. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to even read my own comments because it's not even showing me on my own feed that I'm live.
Comments. Oh, there's a few. Jessica's there, but Myra. I saw Myra earlier. I don't know if you're still here, Myra, but let me know. Let us know if you want a reading right quick, Myra. But I've lost you. But I'm making notes for the first 5
Oh,
to 8.
Jessica's on.
Hi, Jessica. We're trying to remember to look in the right.
And we got 2 cameras
Cameras.
going. We're on 2 different feeds doing live.
Dawn's on hers and I'm on mine.
Yeah.
So wish us lots of luck.
We're reaching big today.
Barb is saying suspense. Because we're very suspenseful.
Oh, look, it's me.
I see you.
Oh.
Cool. We're having so much fun. Just not doing anything except experimenting with technology things.
Playing with new technology.
So can everybody hear us okay? Can you give us a hello, a thumbs up, something
That would be good.
we can hear?
You can hear us.
Thank you, Barb, your sweetheart. She says we look beautiful.
It's good to see you too, Jessica. You are beautiful.
She says we're beautiful.
Oh.
Thanks, guys. We have the best time doing this work together because we are night and day, but same.
Pisces, but different ends of the spectrum.
2 Pisces, get you know.
And we actually get along.
Of course we do. We're Pisces.
That's right.
Pisces get along with everybody.
Keep us
especially
hydrated and fed, and
Pisces.
we're nice, right?
We can manage a lot of energy between the 2 of us. It's kind of
I think the energy manages us.
okay. A good point. Good point. I can understand that. Hi, Judy. So we have Terry, Cheryl, Barb. Questioned Myra because I haven't heard back from Myra if she wants a reading. Yep, she came in first. Judy, do you want a reading from us too as we do this, as we go along the way here?
We're filling up our reading slots.
Judy's like, why not? Why the heck not? I'm so used to y'all being crazy anyway.
We are crazy in a good way, and weird too.
She says, hi, girls.
Ah.
We're girls. Yay. I like it. Okay, so we're going to wait just a little longer because I think we came in a tiny bit early.
I know, right? That never happens. Actually,
Shock.
it's happened the last 2 times. We've been on time. We've been doing good.
What's wrong with us?
Nothing. I don't know. Again, energy is the spirits are managing us, right?
Judy's saying weirdos.
Yeah, it takes one to know one.
We are such
Hi,
weirdos.
Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Hey, sis.
How are you, sweetheart? We are going into weirdo land pretty quickly, pretty often. It's
You are
quite
welcome to
easy.
join us.
It's easy to be there for sure. So I like this because, thank you, Jessica. She says we both look gorgeous. Gorgeous is because she put lipstick on.
I did. I put lipstick on. It makes everything change. And I put more blush on.
And she put lipstick everywhere else too.
I
like
did.
on
It was
her
like
finger, on her
all over
ears.
everything. I am not a big makeup person.
But she does good, doesn't she? When you're made up, you look gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Even when you're not.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to copy this over to the weird is our normal page because it fits there very easily. Okay, so see, there's the camera right there, and there's the camera right there. We're supposed to be looking there even though we can see all these other
weird.
screens. It's like, okay, we've got 5 screens of us that don't know where to look, but we're going to try.
You know in Harry Potter when you see the newspaper articles and the faces moving and stuff like that? That's what we're seeing because it's like our faces are everywhere. And it's slightly unnerving because they're all moving at different times.
That's right. Oh, that's classic. Wow, that's really good.
It's so weird. So if you are wanting to be one of our victims, I mean opportunistic individuals to get a card reading, then please let us know and say, I want a card reading. We've got a few more slots left to do that.
And we'll be spattering them through. We'll be answering some questions, and we'll be asking some questions, and we will just be us.
Weird.
And
so,
weirder.
And what we do, we're going to be doing some card readings, some intuitive readings, some Q&A. So if you have any questions, we may or may not, okay, Amanda, we may or may not have an answer for you. And if we don't have an answer, we will tell you we don't have an answer, and then we'll make something up. That's entertaining. Because why not?
And then we'll find out an answer later.
That's right.
If we remember to research it down. We will try our best.
That's awesome.
So Amanda said she wants a card reading, yes?
Yeah.
And Jessica? Okay, cool. Thanks, Cheryl. We are brave. We're just, you know, throwing it out here.
I have never done a live feed on my personal feed before. So thank you, Jamie, for joining us. It's awesome. I haven't seen you in forever, even though we've been Facebook friends for like ever and a day. I hope you're doing wonderful. So it's kind of interesting because I have a lot of individuals who don't really know what it is that I do. I've always been a slight weird person, and I own it, and I'm fine. They called me a drama kid because I was in drama, and that's, you know, to be expected. A little bit of dramatic, a little bit of this, but I'm also a great bona fide weirdo.
Do we know? Oh, it's from the word.
It's scrolling up.
Never mind.
It's okay.
Perfect.
So
I want to say hi to Roya. Hi, Roya.
Hi, Roya.
I'm glad you're here. Nice to see you. Go ahead.
Oh, I forgot what I was saying.
You were talking about bona fide.
Oh, a bona fide weirdo. So I do a lot of metaphysical work and intuitive readings and tapping into the awesomeness that is our human potential. And that's what I really want people, I want people to have their best lives and to be their best selves and to really experience life to the fullest so that they can achieve every opportunity in their current life right now that they want out of it. So that's really...
And not stressed, not be stressful over it.
That's exactly right. I want people to enjoy themselves. And life is hard. It's complicated. And it's very much so full of distractions. And we get lost in it sometimes. And we feel very alone and very isolated. And we may have an individual living experience even though we're surrounded by people. But I just want you to know, viewers, that you're not alone. There are a whole lot of interesting people out there, and they are all interested in very odd and unique things that we are all interested in some way, shape, or form.
And so Barb wants to know, what if you're the normal one? Like, are you talking about for you, Barb?
The truth,
okay.
The secret to the universe is there are no normal ones. We're all weird.
Cheryl says, thank you for sharing your power of weirdness and tried it. We had no choice. It's just kind of like, oh, all of a sudden it was falling out of both of our mouths. Yeah. Oh, we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, and we're going to call it this, and we're going to call it that. And it's like, then we got through and we're like, we are?
Uh-oh, it's official. We're going to do this. We're going to be...
Are.
But we're going to be genuine. This is who we really are. This is how we really are. It's interesting. It's fun and entertaining. I feel super stimulated right now.
Cheryl, that's priceless.
What? Read it out loud.
Cheryl says, Normal is sitting on a washing machine, dear Barb. Dear Barb, I love that.
Normal is a setting. Normal is a setting on a washing machine. That's right.
See how weird I am?
That would be...
Because here I have Barb sitting on the washing machine.
That's not normal.
Okay.
It's a setting.
Just in case
she's not wearing her glasses.
Anyone was confused about who's the most weird one on this side of the thing. Hello.
I love you. You're awesome. Hi, Tree Lady. Welcome.
Perfect. 4, 5, 6. So we have 7.
Go. Who? How did I miss people?
I don't know.
Okay, well you're in charge of that.
Amanda and Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting on it is not normal.
No.
Well, it just depends on your perspective of things, Cheryl.
My face hurts.
I know. We just started. How long has this been going on?
And we're still under the 10-minute zone here.
Gosh.
We got more to go. We're aiming for an hour, about an hour. We'll see what happens. We'll stay on track, I promise.
Oh, she's promising, not me.
Good.
So, who's this one?
That is Deb. She is an artist.
Oh, cool.
I call her Tree Lady. Well, everybody calls her Tree Lady who knows her. She is an artist and she's amazing.
Hi, Deb, Tree Lady. I'm glad you're with us. Awesome.
I love her tribe and her family too.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we are doing card readings. Do we have all the card readings?
Kelly. Hi, Kelly. You just got here. Do you want a reading? You can be our last one, number 8. You want one?
Oh.
Hi, Belle. How are you? Belva, I've been thinking about you for about 2 weeks solid. So you please call me. I need to know what's going on with you. Awesome. Hi, Kelly. Okay, so what are we doing?
Hi, Kelly. I just got caught up. Sorry, I disappeared.
We are running 2 different cameras and 2 different live feeds. Yep. In case y'all are wondering why we're confused.
That's a normal state.
Sorta.
We can blame it on the cameras for being confused. So the party for us actually started about an hour ago. We're in at Spirit Quest in Old Town Spring in Madeline's office upstairs, and we started putting essences on, which are pure Egyptian essences. Then they hold vibrations of different beings and entities, and oh my goodness, Aurelia went on, and like things started getting giggly, and then Toth came. We put Toth on, and Toth was like, our hearts just went, oh, and by the way, we smell amazing. Just throwing that out there. We absolutely smell amazing.
And we put Dwal Cool on.
Dwal Cool.
So we'll yeah. Okay, Roya, I didn't hear back from Myra, so I don't know. I don't think Myra's going to do a reading. Roya, I'll put you there because I needed to hear back from Myra. Okay, so we'll do your card reading.
So we are going to answer questions. If you have any sort of question in the world of basically almost anything, we may or may not answer it. And we may or may not have an answer. And as I said earlier, if we don't have an answer, we'll tell you, and then we'll make something up. Right?
Works for me.
Yeah. And maybe nonsensical, but at least it'll be fun.
So we both channel, actually. So the answers that you get when we tap into things, it may look like it's coming from us. Maybe it looks like it's coming from us. It may look like it's not coming from us, and one of us is moving our mouths. But I forgot where I was going to go with that. Where was I going with that?
If one of us starts channeling a divine being of some sort, we will translate that for you. We'll let you know where the information's coming from after it occurs. Madeline is really good at identifying who is coming through. I am not so great at that. Sometimes I get a really good hit, and sometimes I just know, and sometimes I just don't. So I will just translate for you. We'll let you know.
Sometimes it's just a group, collective group.
We are open for awesomeness. So
yeah. Cheryl can feel the vibe of our smell.
And when you hold these essences, that's a very true statement.
Very true. So we have a question we're going to answer that Barb asked earlier. Do you have that question written down? Okay.
Yeah, where did I write the question?
Right there.
Barb, why is there a 3rd and 5th dimension but I hear nothing about a fourth dimension. Inquiring mind. And we have a couple answers for you for that one. One, you've been listening to Madeline. And that's so true, because Madeline always talks about the fifth dimension.
Yeah.
You hardly ever talk about the fourth dimension.
No, it's non-existent
to you, right? But there really is a fourth dimension. We're living in the third dimension, which is the 3D, and then believe it or not, the vibration of the earth is transferring into a fourth dimension.
It is?
Yes, we are right now. It's awesome. It's what's going on. It's the next phase of existence. But it's a transition. And then Madeline jumps off into outer space, and she says hi to the fifth dimension on her way to the sixth. Every frequency and dimension has its own properties of purpose, but because we are physical living beings at this state, we are technically in the third dimension.
Moving to the fourth dimension.
Moving into the fourth
dimension. But you can play like me and just, leapfrog.
Hi, kids! It's the truth.
I just do not relate or correlate at all to the fourth dimension.
And that's why we balance each other out so well.
Yeah, because she knows we got to do fourth dimension, and I'm like, we do?
Yeah, what happens is Madeline energetically just shoots off into outer space and goes into the fifth and sixth dimensions, and I'm like, my feet are stuck in the earth, grounded pretty hard to tether the air balloon that is Madeline off in outer space, so that we can bridge the gap in between the two. And that's why we work so well together, and I hope that's a good visual.
And we come out here through the heart center.
That's exactly right.
That's what we're supposed to do. So Barb, I hope we answered your question.
I hope so too.
It was probably very vague, but there is a fourth dimension, and you'll have to go talk to somebody that talks about the fourth dimension other than me to find out what it's about. Now, and Dawn can do that. So when she is not doing this.
Actually, I do have I don't have a photographic memory, but I have done some research and study on dimensions and on their properties. I just don't actually want to go through the whole fibbing and lying to you process like I think I know what I'm talking about, because that would be uncalled for. So,
and we have it all in our thing, harmonics of the balance of being human, because we covered that in one of our earlier classes.
It was a question that came up about what are the different types of dimensions, what are their properties, what is it that they do and hold on to. But the higher in the vibrations you get, at least from this perspective, the less physical. There's no more physicality, and that is a really hard concept for us physical memory wiped humanoids to understand.
Memory wiped humanoids. That's pretty good.
A narrowed perspective.
That's pretty good.
You ready to pull the first deck for our first card reader?
I am, and I'm going to do this one for Terry. So we're going to be reading cards together, Dawn and I. And we're doing this because we're also going to tell y'all that we are going to be doing a series, a class, training, teaching, exploring, whatever you want to call it, with all the different card decks that I have. I must have, what would you say?
In this office, at this breath of moment, she's got 45 card decks, and this is nothing compared to what she has in her house. So yeah, I'm assuming you're closer to 100 decks, but you're guessing at the the 85 mark.
Yeah.
Is what you said earlier. But I think you're closer to 100.
And probably.
Yeah.
And I'm not through getting them. Yeah. I'm addicted to them. I love them.
It's not an addiction, it's a hobby.
They make me happy. They make me happy. It's what we've talked about earlier, is that praying is you talking to God, going through and sealing your sacred space and asking in a honoring, heart center way, and then you pull a card. It's God speaking to you. And that's how I cherish all of my cards, even though I don't go through them all. I have some that are much more my favorites. Same with Dawn. But what we're going to do when we get our thing going, another thing going, is experience each one of most of the cards in the deck. So this one for Terry is going to be from this card deck, and I think it's no, it's not backwards. It is backwards. I wonder if I can turn this. So hold on. I think I can. So y'all excuse my finger. Excuse my fingers.
Flip it.
I'm trying to
Flip it good.
That's not the flip it?
I don't know.
It didn't flip it.
Flip it. It flipped it, but it flipped it to the back of the camera stand.
Flip it. Wrong. Hello. Let's flip it back. Don't we get to play here?
I guess not.
Oh, over here.
Is it the magic wand?
The magic wand. Flip it, and then it's this. I'm remembering now.
I'm so proud of you with all your technological awesomeness. Look at you.
Go away thing. How do you get that?
And I don't know how to do it on my phone, so you guys are gonna have to read this backwards, okay? I'm gonna go start here. So this is the deck from there we go. Keepers of the Light. Oracle.
Kyle Gray. Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray. Looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yes.
So,
you gonna unflip it or keep it flipped?
I'm gonna show her the card and keep it flipped.
Okay, good.
If that thing right there would go away, that would be awesome. How do I make it go away? I don't know. Whoops. Hello, we're still flipping.
It's like, is it gonna disappear? Is everything gonna disappear?
Yes.
I don't know.
There's where we go. There's where we go. All right. So Terry. Just give us just a little second here because this is
what she's going
wonderful.
to do is she is going to the deck that she picked. Basically, she got an energy vibe off of. She thought of Terry, and then she got a vibe off of, or a sensation in her body changed, and basically said to her, pick this deck. And that's why she picked your deck, Terry. So what she's doing right now is the same thing, but with the cards. And every reader pulls cards just a little bit differently than the others. And it's whatever her intention is and how she wants to help be the conduit of information from the divine for you.
good card. Awesome card. Okay, so before I show you the card, we're working with this card deck, Keepers of the Light. We're also choosing from my Isis Oracle deck. The other group of cards that wants to play, hi Neil, how are you, is this one, which is the Stargate deck. Hello.
Thank you.
This is the extremely powerful deck.
Yeah, that one actually fell off the shelf.
Yeah, it wants to play, I don't know when. The other deck we're doing is that Angelarium.
Mm-hmm.
So I have all these that I was looking at.
These are the ones she pulled.
And this is the energy cards. So Terry, when I was thinking about you, I'm looking over all of these decks, and sometimes, you know how sometimes when you're looking at words on a paper, the words glow at you, or something just calls your attention stronger to it? That's how you listen to your intuition a lot. So that's how I ended up pulling this deck for you with the Keepers of the Light.
I love this deck. It's so beautiful.
It's an awesome deck, and Kyle Gray is fantastic. Plus he's a cutie. He's a hottie from Scotland. So this is the card I pulled for you. I'll just let you look at it. Can you see it really well?
Go down.
And can you guys see it over here?
You're on both screens. You're good.
It is Serapis Bay, Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. So a lot of people say you've got to memorize everything from the cards and don't read from the book, but the people that wrote these books put a lot of time writing their booklets, and there's great information in here for you. So I'm going to read a little bit about this out of the booklet, and then we're going to kind of tap in, because Serapis Bay is one of our Egyptian guys that is with us a lot, because I channel the Egyptians. Dawn's connected to the Egyptians. So basically what this says is Serapis Bay is the light keeper in charge of Ascension. He once served as a priest in Luxor, Egypt, helping those passing on to cross over into the light. And when I take my groups to Egypt, we go to Luxor. And my husband is the holy man there at the pyramids, and he gets us into places all up and down the Nile that most tour guides can't get you into. They see him coming and they just start unlocking gates everywhere, and we go do our thing. So now he is a presence we can call in order to ascend. Ascension means rising up. It reminds us of the story of Christ being resurrected after death. This means that Serapis Bey can guide us from the lowest states of being back to the light. His energy is almost like that of a phoenix, giving us the support to move out of our own hell or darkness into a space that supports our growth. What do you think about that? There's a little bit more here. I should read it. I'm being told to read it to you.
Please, it's going to help with the explanation they're giving me.
The stars cannot shine without darkness. You may have experienced a low state of being, trauma, or depression, but this is a new beginning. Become aware of growth. There is always room for improvement. There is also a sense of presentation now. You may be receiving documentation or certification to acknowledge that your growth or experience. It's important to cherish this time and to realize that without the challenges or obstacles you have faced, you wouldn't be as strong, powerful, or focused as you are today. You are ascending personally and spiritually at this time, and the universe is here to support you. You may not be familiar with any of these beautiful Egyptian deities, but I'm hearing that if you ask Serapis Bey, or you look up more information about him, he's one of your main guides. And there's a way with you working with him privately that you're going to be helping many people. What are you getting done?
For those of you who just came on, we are doing card readings right now. And we are doing a personal reading here for Terry. And Terry, what they basically showed me and emotionally put me through was a nervousness and a fear. And it's like the visual I got was a little girl squeezing her eyes closed because she was scared to open them. And that's what change is like. We get nervous, but sometimes nervousness is read. We interpret our bodily sensations as nervousness, when in truth it's excitement. We're excited about the new things to come. So it's okay to be excited and have nervous frissons of butterflies go through your body. And change is what we do here. It's part of the human experience. Nothing stays still in the human world. Nothing. So it's beautiful. Allow the change. Open your eyes and experience the stimulation of the light, both in your eyes and in your heart. And your guides are definitely there to help you, and we are here to help you too. So allowing yourself the freedom to open your eyes, to accept the light, the stimulus, and the information, and to open your heart to the opportunity that you can seize and take to really achieve what it is that you are reaching for.
And know that it's safe to do that.
That's right.
Because Serapis Bey is a super strong, high powerful master in the cosmic realms. His temple is above Luxor, and he's fantastic. If you don't know about Serapis Bey, let me share this book right quick. Hold on.
Okay.
Because he's in this book.
And while she's doing that, I want to tell you a little bit about what I just did. What I did was an intuitive reading based off of those cards. So what I was experiencing as I was tapping into Terry, and I was tapping into the card energetically, which in tapping in means I was putting my focus and my intention on what was going on. I was being very present in the moment, and I was noticing changes in my physical self and in my mindset, and it gave me information. And for me, it's an emotional storybook, so I actually live through what's happening, and then I interpret it. So what you heard was my interpretation of that particular card reading. Okay.
And what you got from me was what they wanted to share with you out of the book, out of the booklet. But this book is amazing.
If you're interested in guides and who the different divine guides are that help us on this particular planet, the seven sacred flames, did I say that right? By Aurelia Louise Jones is actually a wonderful one, and it's actually quite a beautiful book in itself. The pages and the are vibrant and colorful.
This is a picture of Serapis Bey here in the book,
and then of course you had the Egyptian version of it earlier.
But we work out of this book quite a bit, but we work out of a lot of other books. But these are the Lords of the Seven Rays, and they're the main, a lot of the powerful masters that come through when we teach our classes. So I just wanted to share that with you in case you wanted to look it up. And the book, the edges of the book
are gold. Ooh, it's so sparkly and pretty. Hi, Jessie. Welcome. Beautiful. All right, so we are going to go on to our next card reading. If you have any questions for us, please feel free to shoot them across the screen and we'll answer them when the moment happens.
So
you're next.
Yeah, Cheryl. Cheryl's going to be next. And she's coming out of these cards.
Yep, good, because I got that hit too.
Is that where you were going
I was exactly where I was going.
We're so funny together. We're going to get you something here out of the energy cards.
The energy oracle cards. And who are these by? Sandra Ann Taylor?
Yes. Yay.
Open sesame seeds.
Yes. Sometimes when you get a new deck of cards, they're so hard to open. And I found out just recently it's because they're vacuum sealed. Oh,
are they really?
Yes. No wonder they're so hard.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because you get them with the shrink wrap over them. That vacuum seals them at the same time.
That's cool. Oh, I guess the heat does that, doesn't it?
Let's see what we're gonna do here.
Tap in, babes.
Dear sweet Cheryl. Okay, Cheryl, honey, is your heart beating really fast right now? Because I'm like, oh my God, it's like, I feel this beautiful, immense heart explosion going on. Wow, and it's wonderful. So, but I want you to just breathe. Breathe. Okay. So let's see what we're gonna. Cheryl's like, oh my God, yes.
It's like your heart's way up in your throat.
Yeah, it's like, whoa. So everything's okay. We're awesome.
She holds a lot. She takes on a lot of responsibility, doesn't she?
I think so. No, here it is, right here.
Okay.
What does this card say? Attachment. Isn't that what it says?
Yes.
Yeah. Woo. Man, you're strong. We're both picking it up. Wow. So how do you, looking at this image, first off, it's a number 5. Attachment. Do you see that she's got a chain there? And she's holding the face off, away from her. It's like she needs to move away from that face, but she's got herself chained down there.
Is there a chain in that?
Right there?
Oh yeah. Her arm is chained to the pole. That's not nice.
Okay, so you want to read?
I'll read if you want. Attachment, perceived need, and the choice to let go. This card reveals that your passage forward is being stopped by strong attachments to old patterns or people from the past. The chain at your wrist is bolted to fear from the past or desperation about the future. Although you may wear the mask of pretense or even contentment, you simply can't seem to go forward. The stuff that's keeping you stuck could be physical addictions, emotional patterns, or even old relationships. You are living in fear, addicted to old, unhealthy habits, or so desperate about the future that you can't be happy now? If so, the chains that bind you could be of your own making. This card is telling you that it's time to take action. You need to break out of your chains and move forward to an open, free, healthy, and authentically happy life. It may also take some courage and effort to let go, but you know that you are capable of doing it. Until you do, the difficult energy will just repeat itself, keeping you stuck.
And that's right, Cheryl. She says her first impression of the posture is what we learned in our Qigong training about bone marrow washing and letting go of what is not needed. So I'm moving from the pattern into the new. Yes. So what I felt about this, my face was feeling very strange. It was like she is holding a mask off to the side here, but I felt, Cheryl, it's okay for you to. It's all through your eyes and all through your jaws, where you are seeing or speaking still old habits, old patterns that you're working hard to change, but initially a lot of that is still like embedded in here. So energetically, it's like go ahead and take that mask off. Go ahead and pull off as much as you need to, and do the Qigong bone marrow washing, and do the white crane spreads its wings, because you need that motion, that moving out, kind of like the phoenix. I'm not sorry, I'm looking up, but because I'm getting this information. So
may I?
Yes.
It's not just about doing the motions and going through the motions. It's a strong intention. Set the strong intention and put your heart in it, and that will help you with the releases, even the subconscious releases that are going on.
And I do want to say that even though each card is made for is drawn for a specific person, it is for everyone that's on this call.
Yes.
These cards would not be showing up like this, like they're supposed to be showing up, unless everyone on this call does not have a part to play in what the message from the divine is to you.
And it may be a question you asked yourself, and just because we didn't pick your name and give the reading for you specifically doesn't mean that it shouldn't or won't resonate with you as well, because there's lessons to be learned in every card that's pulled for each of us to acknowledge, but it may ring hard for some of you.
So I hope you're okay with that, Cheryl. I loved it.
That's a beautiful card.
I think it's powerful, and yes, Judy said she could relate to the card too.
And my face is tingling. My high cheekbones into my sinus and my eyeballs.
Yes.
This whole area, it's like I'm a raccoon with energy.
Exactly.
If that makes any sense.
I couldn't explain it any
I knew
other
exactly.
way. It's like
it's that
there.
representation of if you can put on a fake face, but what's going on underneath and in the heart is still going to sing through, and it's still going to be there for you. So welcome those of you who have just joined us. We are doing card readings here, and please feel free to watch the beginning of the video.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Jessie. Hi, Kimberly. Okay.
All right.
So
if you have any questions, any kind of questions, feel free to ask. We will be very happy to answer them in between these card readings.
Yeah, okay, so Barb.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Uh-huh. I love these cards.
Well, here's the thing. Barb thinks she's a newbie.
No, she's not.
I know.
Well, this is the land of forgetting, right? Wake up! Remember! If that's what is best for you.
Oh. So, Cheryl, yes, her face was hot and itchy.
Mine is still hot. Shake it off. Okay.
Moving on. Barb is amazing. She leads with love. And so, we're moving back into weird is our normal category. This is the deck that wants to play with Barb today. It's Angelarium.
This is a pretty wicked deck. Like it looks creepy a little bit. It looks a little spooky, but it stretches your mind when you really look at the stimulation of the imagery. It just really stretches your mind on what it is. What is it that I'm really looking at? How am I really looking at the world or at this card? Is this interpretation going to take me to a dark place or a happy place or a place of learning? How am I going to emotionally respond? So that's one of the reasons I love these Angelarium cards, because they seem to be spooky, they seem to be creepy, but they are some of the most beautifully spoken, heart-centered cards without like the rainbows, butterflies, and unicorns.
And she said they're wicked, but wicked meaning a good
wicked,
word.
Awesome, like totally cool.
Yeah,
like this is
thing.
amazeballs.
So I see Cheryl that Barb had to leave. Thanks for letting us know. She'll get it on the recording.
Yeah.
This is her time, so she'll pick this up.
And that also means that it's very likely one of these this particular card that's getting pulled maybe for you watcher as well. Oh wow!
You want to show it to him?
I'll show it to him. What an interesting card.
That's gonna take some looking at.
Yeah, I'm gonna get close. Focus. There we go. I'm just gonna scroll really slowly so that you guys can actually see the light in this card, because that's kind of a creeper looking card there.
These cards are to help introduce you to knowing that spirit energy comes in all different forms.
Mhm.
And just because it looks like it might be anonymous, it's not. It doesn't have to be. It's how you put your perception on what you're receiving.
Mm-hmm.
And this particular card, this is Gervais, and it correlates with your left hand, and it's about judgment. So that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. So the hand that separates, the rule of law that brings order to the world. That's his job for this beautiful angel, or this unusual looking angel. Gervais assesses what is just, helping us overcome our adversaries both without and within. Hers is the power to cleave apart and unfield a unified whole and leave its component pieces. Yeah. Cleave apart a unified whole and leave its component pieces. It is a trait that commands as much fear as respect, because with it comes an inherent violence. She does this without enmity. It is an act that must be committed to create balance. The red orb exists as a boundary, closed to the unworthy. Very closed to the unworthy. Her position at the center of its pillar defines that pillar's trait of severity. Her push against Chesed on the opposite side of the tree is met with equal and opposite resistance. Without both of them in equal measure, we have no means of maintaining healthy relationships. We must have judgment to discern what is healthy for us, so that we can bring it into our lives and embrace it. And so the key words with this one is law, bravery, and punishment.
I would also say that discernment is a huge component. Being able to choose for yourself what is right and what is not right, or what is to be and what is no longer to be. And I like the fact that this particular card, it reminds me of the Saint Michael, because of the sword and the intention and just the watchfulness of the card itself. It's like a sentinel on guard, ready to do the action that is required to bring back balance and peace within one's being.
And no messing around.
And there is no messing around. So it's
Absolutely.
a very powerful card. My heart feels like swollen and ready. Like I feel ready.
My head and ears are like huge. Like huge. My eyes went across.
Her eyes are like miles and miles away.
Yeah.
And they're really green right now.
So Kelly says survival. Cheryl
But it's a
judgment to discern.
That's right.
Jessica's like, wow, that's so true. And it okay, so looking at this card, if you're used to your sweet little angel, fairy angel thing, this is a little hard to swallow, but you have to understand it means so much, and they are deliberately illustrated this way to cause a reaction.
Yes.
And your understanding, and to open your thinking to different ways, all kind of different ways.
We are very complex, deep beings. We are not just rainbows and butterflies. We are intellect and reaction and deep passion. And I really want to use the word passion, because passion isn't just about feel good stimulation with a partner. It's about, what is it that makes you happy? What is it that stirs the emotions deep within yourself? You have to break apart bigger pictures, bigger concepts to see what they're really about. And that's kind of also what this card does, is it explains, it breaks apart that misconception or perceived whole to show you what it really is made up of. What does it really mean to you, whatever the concept is? So that's part of what this card shows, is like, break it apart. Let's expose the truth.
Right.
Let's see the real nature and discern, does this piece serve me? Does this piece serve me? Well, then I'll reevaluate that whole and make it something new.
Perfect.
Woo!
Just
Tingles.
discernment and judgment in a good way. So I wanted to welcome here. Someone showed up here. Susan. Hi, welcome, Susan. Thank you for being here with us. We're doing some card readings. Cheryl said the heart is swollen with redness. Amanda, my sinus is hurt during that reading. Kelly, this is interesting. This is really good. We wouldn't be fierce for fun. When we have to be fierce, we are out of that divine balance. And Jessica is distressing at times. And Cheryl likes what Kelly said. Love it. I do too.
I love what you said. I love what everyone has said. You know what? Maybe I should be fierce for fun. Maybe that's something to play with. A concept of being fierce. What does being fierce mean to you? How are you interpreting that word? Can it be fun?
That's interesting.
Yeah. What does that type of power, internal power, feel like?
Kelly says, we are born knowing perfection. We know what is right.
That's exactly true.
Awesome.
And yet we're here in this human flesh having this experience. What do we want to experience? What are we here to truly learn about ourselves? What perception are we really after? That's a deeper core issue to our soul's path, which is something that I would love to get into in future classes.
Speaking of future
My heart's
classes,
going to explode, y'all.
I know.
It feels so stretched out and lovely.
Yes, it was referring to the violence of the cutting away. Exactly. So, yeah, I'm having to try to breathe through this heart space because it's pretty strong.
A lot of pressure.
Wow.
I think it's beautiful, but I could also see, like, am I having an anxiety attack right now? This is a lot.
Breathe. We have to breathe. This is what
I'm
you
so
get when you
glad.
get two readers who are empaths
And in each other's field.
and channels
We're all bubbled up next to each other.
and carry high energy.
I love you all. Thank you for playing with us today so far.
Man.
We're only about, what, halfway there?
We got Judy.
Okay, Judy.
Judy.
Go for it.
Judy. Judy's my friend. Judy's been with me, and we've been together as friends for probably.
Judy, I'm going to pull your card. Maddie's going to talk about it.
I am. So Judy and I started painting long time ago, and I've been painting now for 40 plus years, and so has Judy. We came down the artist road together and went into the metaphysical world together. And have remained friends, really close friends all this time. And every time I get myself a little off balance, Judy will call and she'll go, what the heck do you think you're doing? Straighten yourself up. And I'm like, okay. She's one of the few that can talk to me like that.
Does this card even belong in this deck?
Yes, there's two different types of
This
cards.
is a weird deck.
Yes, it is a weird
I
deck.
pulled a card, like all the cards are like these big
No,
cards,
they're not
right?
all.
And then I pulled the little card. Like, it fell out of my hand,
Because
basically.
you see all these are little cards too.
Oh,
So-
there's little cards in there too.
Yeah, let me
This is
show
a
you.
really weird
show
deck,
you.
and I really, oh, there it is.
And see, here's all the little cards.
Oh, that's so cool.
Here's the
And
little
these are some of
cards.
the most, not necessarily colorful, but active cards.
Judy says we keep each other straight. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you call it. That doesn't necessarily mean that's what that's about. I think you keep each other entertained.
Find this card. It's one of the little ones, so the little ones are back here too.
There it is. Good job.
Twice today now.
Go for it.
Okay, so Judy.
Judy.
Did you show her which deck?
No, I just pulled a card. I was getting all over excited.
I see stars.
This is the deck.
The Stargate deck.
And this is the big narrow deck. The one that fell off the shelf earlier.
Yes. And there are two types of cards, these skinny ones and the larger ones. And so here's the card we have for you, Judy. This one. Can you see it? It looks very interesting.
It's like almost like
stuff going on
a
there.
magical ninja.
Yeah. So let's just talk about this card.
Hi, Sabrina.
It says it's number 7, Masters of the Stargate, and this is Merlin. I am Merlin of the Next Order. Most of you know my father, but this is the age of light, the new paradigm. So, my child, no need to fear the dragons. They are only little babies. Anything is possible. Expect the unexpected. Close your eyes and picture raining stars. The sky is full of millions of stars coming to your planet from all directions. That we know is true. Your planet is one big ball of stars. You are part of the one big ball of stars. All is one. That is all there is, my child. More and more, Merlin.
Merlin. What was this one's? Master of Stargates?
Master of the Stargates. Well, this whole deck is Master of the Stargates.
Oh, that's true.
The Master of the Stargates is the skinny ones. Doorway to the Stargates is the big ones. So you have Merlin. That is
These are baby dragons.
wanting you to close your eyes and picture raining stars. The sky is full of millions of stars coming to your planet from all directions. So you all do know that we are star people anyway, and we are made up of the things that make up stars. So we're the star people coming here, and there's more. All is one with the stars. Yes, Cheryl. Brought up memories of the stars, yeah.
And I'm getting a message that comes through on occasion, normally for her, but it's for you too. So,
because we're connected.
Yes, Judy, it's remember who you are. Remember what you're made of. Remember that you can do anything. Remember. Remember. Allow yourself to remember. And that was Merlin. Merlin's got like this, in my mind, Merlin has this like smooth, slightly grumbly like voice, a deep, grumbly sort of clear. It's clear, but it's kind of a rolling thunder sort of voice. Kind of a neat texture to his voice quality.
Yeah.
It's almost like wood bending in the forest with the wind and you hear the creaking going on. That's kind of the feeling I get when I hear his voice. Remember who you are.
Merlin.
Wow.
And that goes for everyone.
Yes.
Everyone.
So we are doing card readings right now. We are on down the list. We've got a few more to go. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. We love that you're here playing with us today. The dragons are pretty awesome. What is it that you find it interesting about the dragons? Because you, Judy, of all people, know how involved dragons are with Madeline, and myself for that matter. Did you know that Toth?
Yes, I remember, Judy, about the dragons. She's just, she's working on getting on board about the dragons, but that's because she's in here in this forgetfulness land. Yeah, they're here. They're helpmates.
That's
for
all
us.
part of the allowing process.
Mm-hmm. And the remembering process.
And if you dream, please journal and note down your dreams. Write notes about your dreams when you wake up in the morning, and that will also help you remember more. I think Amanda is next.
She is. Amanda is.
You ready
next.
for this?
And we're going over here to these.
Okay.
Does that feel right
I
to
think
you?
it's great.
Yes, but you got to bam with the card. like a good bam, like a third eye thump.
Third eye thump. Ow!
Oh, and while we're talking about third eye thump, why don't you share what your little deja vu moment when we were
writing down names for individuals who wanted readings, and this is Terry. I was writing your name down, and the whole series of events was like, holy Scooby Snacks! I've done this before, and I think I dreamt it. And believe it or not, speaking of, and it was complete deja vu. It's like, I'm having an intense amount of deja vu. Not like it happened a few seconds ago, but like I dreamt it earlier last week, and that you and I were sitting here doing this and saying those sentences and writing down. And it was actually the action of writing down your name, Terry, that was the hard trigger for it. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. But when I was experiencing it in the deja vu moment, my memory, I was standing actually behind both of us, looking down at the paper, with seeing my hand from a different perspective, from this perspective, writing your name down. So it was pretty wonderful and intense. So, deja vu.
So,
Amanda.
Kelly says, I've known dragons, but now I realize I'm a dragon keeper. I think you are, Kelly.
Oh, definitely.
I think you are so connected to the dragons, and yes, they are everywhere.
Does that surprise you? Because it shouldn't surprise you.
I think she's, yeah, she's gotten used to being surprised.
But being surprised is good.
Surprise is the weird. That's the new normal. It's our normal.
Our
there's Kelly in the 4D self. Wow.
See, the 4D does exist.
Yeah. Cheryl said she's got tears with that card. So that struck a great chord with you, Cheryl, and I'm glad. I'm really, really glad. So,
Amanda.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Cheryl.
Oh, baby. Okay,
Where
sis.
am I going? Oh,
This one?
Go back this way.
Your card is past life, present power. The many spiritual faces of you. And this is from the Isis Oracle deck by Fairchild.
And so how did you like the little accentuation of the noise with the motorcycle going on outside when she was reading what this is? It's just like, hello, pay attention. Really pay attention.
Look at the warmth of that card. This card reminds me of the Himalayan sea salt lamps being lit. That's how warm it is.
Well, first off, that's double protection there.
With covers.
Huge protection going on around you all the time, Amanda. So there's no reason for you to be nervous or concerned about anything. From past times to now, absolutely no reason. Well, that's what I'm getting. Big time. Whoa. Okay, so let me try to get myself back here.
Would you like me to read?
Because it's Isis. So hold on.
Let me read so Isis can talk. How's that?
Okay.
Past life, present power. Madeline's about to channel, guys, just so you know. When the soul is growing in service to humanity, in service to the great feminine and her call that all beings be healed and free, it gathers internal resources to assist on the path. These resources include powers and gifts from other lifetimes. You are currently integrating past life abilities, and you are guided by the Oracle of Past Life present power to be open to the shifting internally and in your experience of your own levels of power and spiritual ability. Welcome.
That's really good. So there is very much going on in your world, and I want everyone to know that everyone is free. The only bondage that is here on this planet that is happening with anyone that is human is self-created. So there's no need for that. You have power that has been gifted upon you eons and eons and eons ago that it's time for you to recognize and shake off that veil of forgetfulness, that veil of illusion that makes you feel like you are less than, makes you feel like you do not have any power, makes you feel like it is okay to be frightened and to pull yourself back. You are not to pull yourself back at all about anything. You are very much full of divine light and love. You have so much energy and power within your tiny pinky finger that anyone who would dare to make a move towards you that makes you feel less than who you are should be warned right now. It is not good for them to cross an energetics that carry for you. I am Isis. I am behind you. I have always been with you. I have protected you. You are part of my priestesses. You are part of my early learnings. You are one with me. I am one with you. And this goes for everyone who is on this call. It is not unusual for me to show up when a group of beautiful priestesses who are in forgetfulness and are ready for a wakefulness show up. So it is about your past, and it is moving now into your present, and about your future. It's all the same. You have always been who you are. Just step into your power, and I will be there with you. Much love to every one of you. Thank you, dear one, for being the vehicle that this card could be drawn so I can come through and speak.
Thank you, Isis, for joining us this evening. And just so that you are aware, Ra is behind me and with all of us in this setting, and he basically said to me, as she has said, it is so. My heart is going to explode out my chest. It is so beautiful in here right now. The energies, the frequencies, just the feeling of love is all encompassing. I love every single one of you. I hope all of your hearts are feeling the hug that they are getting right now. It is absolutely divinely beautiful in here. And Madeline just channeled Isis, and oh man, I love sitting in this room right now. This is,
the energy is still here, and it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere.
Welcome, Ellen and Kat. Thank you for joining us. We are currently doing card readings and apparently assisted channelings through right now, and I hope that you felt that, Amanda. I hope you really liked that card, and for anybody who participated in the experience of that card, thank you so much. Oh, that was wonderful.
I'm not here.
Breathe, baby.
And I don't remember what she said. I mean, I don't know. So I'm glad it's recorded.
You don't like, Amanda says she doesn't like snakes, but she loves cobras, and that was heavy. Well, cobras are protection, and they're actually one of my totems for wisdom when I'm really tapping into my true and divine self and my true and divine being. They're also represented in Kundalini energy and also in sacred healings. So that's why they're an icon for healing as well, because when your energy field is in full force and functioning as it's designed to, we are healthy, strong, energetic beings. So a cobra is a beautiful symbol of fierceness and true power, because when we radiate our own energy, our own cycle, our own divine beingness, then you can feel it. really radiate with it, and it's a state of true being. It's our natural state. So anything that's deviated from that is, believe it or not, disease or dis-ease. We are designed to have and radiate energy and frequencies along with this planet Earth. So just be aware that when you feel your heart expanding at this moment, and you feel that pulse of energy through your body, and you're just sitting there, and if you can feel that and breathe it in and breathe it out and be with that particular feeling, that's your natural state of being. That is your natural state of being.
And with this card, do you see, can you really see how those cobras' heads are up like that? This is why it is portrayed on the pharaoh's headdresses. The cobras carry full, complete power, protection. There is nothing that will get past the cobra that is not supposed to. The cobra is your guides, your guards, very much protected of you. And if you have looked at the Egyptian pharaoh's headdresses, the cobra sits right up here in front, right on the headdress.
What I like about cobras is because they are a symbol of wisdom, it also reminds me of like a satellite receiving information. So you receive stronger, clearer information. And yes, you should believe in yourself, and you continue to believe in yourself. There's nothing wrong with believing in yourself, and you are divine, period. You are divine. Each and every one of you are divine. Own it.
You are to believe in yourself.
That's right.
Because there's no reason to not. You are a spark of the divine, like Isis was saying. But not only that, you have amazing, amazing protection around you, and beautiful guides and guardians that walk with you all the time. I want to show you this very close up here of that headdress. Can you see that? Let me get it closer, as close as I can get.
That's really close.
I know. So
there's one, and then there is the other.
So it's a cobra's head, but these circle pieces in here looks like eyes, but it's not, because the head's up here. This is his fanned out place of his body, and this is like, it looks to me like Dawn was saying, like receivers.
Yep.
Like those I can't think, because
satellite antennae.
Thank you. Yes. So it's like they are connected in all sorts of ways for us and to us.
Yeah. So any of you have any questions, please feel free to ask. We are having a great time.
We are.
We are going to run over time.
Hi, Colleen.
We are going to run over time because we are not quite done with the readings here. We got more to go.
Just 3 more. Jessica, Kelly, and Roya. However, I do want to say a few things. I want to take a break so that I can get my head back on straight, because Isis is still very strong.
Right, like it's hot in here now.
Yeah.
We got a fan blowing directly on us, and I'm sweating.
Ra is here with us too. I did want to share about what we were sharing about when our class, Isis Priestesses class is going to start March the 27th. So if you want more information about that, just let me know. It's a 9-month intensive study class, and it's pretty powerful. That's what I'm thinking, that we need something else. Then our University of Galactics is going to start in 10 days.
10 days!
And we may do a countdown every day, because that's awesome. And it's part of our, where it is our normal. It goes together with the University of the Galactics. So it's radar. Yeah, that's it, Amanda, radar. And the one other thing I want to say is I have a tentative date set with my chiropractor's office to teach Angelic Reiki level 1 and 2. It'll be the end of March. What did we say? March the 22nd?
March the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th tentatively.
Right. Perfect. And then we're going to have a ball going through all 100 or so of my art decks.
I only have 100 decks of stuff around my house.
I never have nothing to do.
But that is also going back into what makes you happy. What is it that is in your life that makes you joyful and brings that frisson of excitement or slight nervousness? Or what is it that you gravitate towards? Do you know? Have you paid any attention to that in your life whatsoever? What is it? What?
I can't get my chair tomorrow. Well, yeah,
There you go.
Thank you, Rach.
You're welcome.
Sorry.
So what is it that makes you excited? These cards have been calling her for years, and she's been collecting them. And it's like, Maddie, you use them, but what are you going to do with them? Why are you hoarding all this information? We like cards too. What is that deck about? And what is that deck about? And what is that deck about? We go through this a lot. So it's like, why aren't you teaching us this? You know?
I just love them. What I really want to do is just do a little bit of a reading out of each deck, and then give you the experience of what those cards look like before you commit to purchasing your own deck.
Yeah.
You can have, I'll tell you how they feel, we'll show you the cards, I'll do a reading, and more, whatever else shows up. What's so interesting is, I just need y'all to know how tapped in my husband is.
Yeah.
So my husband is Egyptian, for those of you that don't know, and he's in Egypt at the pyramids, and he's the holy man there at Egypt, and he carries the energy of Ra. And I carry the energy of Isis, obviously. She just came through, and Ra, of course, is right here. So, again, my husband carries the energy of Ra. He's in Egypt, but now that we've opened that energetic pathway, he's texting me on the phone right here saying, I miss you, sweetheart. So it's like he's never not connected. He was right here with us the whole time. He knows what's going on. And he's going to be saying, you know, like, why aren't you talking to me?
I feel your energy. Why aren't you talking to me?
What is going on? What's happening with you? So that'll be a call when we get through. Right off.
Yep.
So Jessica. Okay. Is everybody okay so far?
Right.
The angelic Reiki class is not online. I am going to talk to my director when I get a chance to see if there's any possibilities where we could make that an online course for in the future. But it's part about holding energies in energetic space, which you can do still over technology, over the online. But for now, it's in person. It's going to be in person here in Houston. And it's 3 days. It's going to be Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. 3 full days. And it's very, very powerful, very intense, and it's awesome. We take a lot of breaks, but we have to take a lot of breaks, and we fuel ourselves a lot because we're running a lot of energy. A lot of energy comes through into the space, and it's just beautiful. And I love angelic Reiki. I have all my other Reiki trainings also, but angelic Reiki, I don't have to necessarily remember all the symbols. They're all encoded in you, and you just show up, and the healing angel becomes part of you, and you get out of the way, and the healing angel does the work.
It's almost like
goes on past that.
It's almost like physical channeling.
It is,
but without the weird negative, like, possession sort of connotations to it. And I bring that up just because it's a taboo, that sort of thing can be considered. Oh, okay, good. You didn't
almost lost it.
She was trying to clear the screen. We are running 2 Facebook Lives simultaneously, one on Madeline's page and one on my page. So thank you, Ellen. Welcome. Hi. Thank you. Jessica. Oh, you want to do? Yeah. I know we pulled the deck for a reason. So this is for Jessica's reading. These are the cards. They are Dragon Oracle cards by Diana Cooper. Ooh. I went and got them off the shelf.
Yes, they wanted to come play.
Yeah, they told me earlier that they wanted to come play, but I'm like, you always want to come play. What are you talking about? So I was corrected in that regard.
Jessica, are you back in town now, or are you still traveling? We got 10 days. 10 days.
10 days!
Then you'll be up here with us in the class.
Yep, our University of the Galactics class
Zoom.
starts.
We do it on Zoom, too, for those that can't make it to the live office. And I'm very limited in my office space, too. So if anyone wants to be part of the University of the Galactics training and want to come here personally to be part of it, you have to let me know ahead of time. But I've only got room for about 12, if that's a stretch.
12, maybe 15 at the most, but we like to keep things a little comfortable.
We would be in a little hot box. So I'm glad you're back, Jessica. Otherwise, we're doing it on Zoom, too, for everybody else that's every place else.
Could you pass me the card book?
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
I'm like,
wait, you have to share now because I'm like,
I'm mesmerized.
oh, look.
I am mesmerized. This is beautiful. Wow, Jessica. Pure white dragon from Orion. Look at that. And it says down here at the bottom, it says, transform your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Process what you know, act with truth and honesty. Let your wings of light grow and expand. Look at those wings.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wow. I love it.
Orion is the planet of wisdom, the ability to take the knowledge we obtain through our left brain and use it joyfully for the highest good of all. Beings from many star systems take their understanding to Orion to ask how to use it with wisdom. All the beings from Orion, including the 7th dimensional pure white dragons, carry a special light in their soul. The color white indicates purity, clarity, and advanced enlightenment. Archangel Gabriel, the unicorns, and the Great White Brotherhood all hold this incredible level of purity. Source light is diamond white. As white holds the vibration of truth, when the pure white dragons from Orion shower it onto us, it lights up our impeccable honor and brilliance. They are preparing us for greater advancement on our ascension path.
Let me see that one.
Wow.
How are you liking that?
My eyes are watering. That's awesome.
I know. I know.
Hi, Cheryl. We're doing card readings right now.
I need to say this to you. A pure white dragon of Orion has come to you today to advise you to examine what you know with enlightened eyes. Process any information you are working with through your right brain. We got great music going on again.
My eyes are watering.
Process any information you're working through with your right brain to discover how to use it for the highest good. The high frequency dragons from Orion will be with you to help with this process. They will allow you to advance your spiritual growth and expand your wings of light. When you hold white in your aura, people trust and respect you. This card calls on you to speak your truth, act with honesty, and be totally honorable in all your dealings. You didn't read all that while ago, did you? Because I spaced. Hi, Michelle.
Ooh.
How are you, baby girl? I'm glad you're there.
I don't think I need
you.
to expand on that. I think that was pretty much self-explanatory. I hope you feel that.
The dragon with Merlin was white, and a lot of my dragons are molting into white aura colors. True.
Great.
Amanda, white dragons show up all around you. Show up around you. Hi, Miss Adita. Sweet baby. Okay, examine what you know and speak your truth. So a lot of these readings, have you noticed what's the main tone?
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all noticed? What is it? Stop hiding.
Mm-hmm.
You're part of the divine.
Mm-hmm.
Step up. Speak up. What else?
Discern. Know what's right. Do it. Be brave. Don't allow fear to hold you back. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Becca.
My parents are checking up on me.
They're worried about her running around with me.
Yeah, I think they're more worried about you running around with me. They're like, good, get her out of the house. No.
Oh,
All right.
wow. So, I'm trying to think where we're going next. Kelly.
Kelly.
Oh, Kelly.
Kelly.
Think so?
Yeah. Actually, I really do.
Okay. Why don't you draw them?
Okay. All right.
So, Kelly, we're working out the energy cards for you.
Because she can handle it.
She can handle it all.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome, Jessica. So you need to call to your white dragon.
That's a weird one.
Oh.
But
Did
it's a twofer. It's a twofer.
It jumped out, didn't it?
Yep, I pulled 2 cards. The first card is...
Kelly, what are you doing? Really, Kelly?
It's the second time. So the first card, Kelly, that was pulled for you is card number 25.
Yes.
And it's deceit.
Yes.
Ah, this is going to be interesting.
Hidden tactics and manipulation. So this card comes as a warning that there may be some deception going on around your life. Person hiding behind the curtain is likely someone you know or deal with either personally or professionally. Let's see. The duplicity could be regarding a personal issue, like someone spreading rumors or disrespecting you to others. Or it could be a business matter where details are being hidden or even manipulated. Be aware. There goes that motorcycle again. I love the way that just punctuates on certain words. Be aware of what is going on in your life. The man behind the curtain is holding a bag of something valuable. So watch your money and your good name. And make sure you have all the information you need to keep things honest and secure. A deeper layer or meaning may be that the deception is actually coming from within. There is something that you're lying to yourself about. Or is there something you're lying to yourself about? In this case, the bag of valuables may be holding things like self-esteem, happiness, and even leisure time. Whether it's about your life or yourself, remember that the universe has a hard time sending you honoring experiences if your energy is shrouded in self-deceit. Yeah. Kelly says, yeah. But the second card now, so we have to...
So you were given basically a wake-up awareness card. That card basically said, pay attention to what's going on here, kids. And then the second card that fell to the floor 3 times because it really wanted to read the first card first. So the second card to come in is card 39, 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. And that's the second time Gabriel's come in the card readings today.
Self-expression and speaking your truth. Gabriel holds his trumpet in one hand and a beautiful orb of blue light in the other. He is sending powerful energy to your throat center, acknowledging your power to communicate and your readiness to do so. This angel opens you up to truthful expression, both with yourself and with others. You may have had trouble with expressing emotions and ideas in the past, but Gabriel is here to tell you that your soul longs to take this leap now. Be aware that true communication includes how you speak to yourself. So never deny your profound integral value. Speak up for yourself, write in your journal, let your words flow. Now is the time to express yourself freely and fully, and the universe always honors your choices to do so. Could also indicate a communication project is coming, or a time of heightened communication with spirit and telepathy with others. So it's interesting that those two are together because Gabriel is on guard for you about paying attention to what your deceit is, what's happening, you're being tricked with. What are you getting, Dawn?
You are on the precipice of greatness. You yourself are holding yourself back. Do you feel it? Do you acknowledge within your heart that you are holding too tightly that which you wish to be hidden from yourself? Expand yourself. Allow the freedom of release. There is a theme in these cards. You can feel them. You are on the precipice of greatness. Your brilliance is being held tight within. And yes, you allow others to see bits and pieces of your star shine radiate outwards. Just bits and pieces. Let go of the bag. Allow it to open. Free yourself from the burden that you are holding on to so tightly. And this goes for all of you. Be your true and divine self. Free yourselves. Take the leap. Spread your wings. Soar into your possibilities. I am Gabriel.
I was going to say thank you, Gabriel.
It is my joy.
Thank you for being here.
My pleasure and joy. Thank you. Can I move now?
In a minute. Start moving back.
Gabriel has great posture.
Yes.
Very
distinct with wording.
Pooh!
Very distinct.
Normally
with
I
wording.
translate. I'll say what's being said in my head, but that one, it was like, no, I need to speak. And I'm like, okay, I haven't done this in a while. I'm a little afraid. He's like, listen to my words. I'm like, okay, I'll just go.
See? See how that works?
I feel like crying right now, guys. That was some intense energy.
Yeah.
I can only laugh
and
to release the amount of intense. I thought Ra was powerful and intense, but he was like up in my field. Yeah. He was not going to let me
Gabriel.
go. Yeah, he was not going to let me go until
because
he spoke.
Knew you were going to ignore him, and he wanted you to actually voice it.
I know.
Yeah, Ron gives you a little space because he knows if you're not going to do it, I will.
Right. But Gabriel was all up in there.
It's time for Dawn to step up. Are we talking about stepping up?
Yes, we're talking about stepping up, being brave, and taking a leap. And I did it. There we go. You can too.
See.
I'm hot now. I want to take all my clothes off and jump in a shower and be all cold. It's like hot in here.
Oh, wow, Kelly, really?
What did
Kelly says, Gabriel's watched over my family for a long time. She found ancestors that came to America on the ship Angel Gabriel.
Oh, that's awesome!
No wonder, because Gabriel, he shows up every so often, but not frequently.
Yeah.
Kelly said, you did good, Dawn.
Thank you.
Are you a little hot biscuit or what?
I am verklempt.
Verklempt. Very verklempt.
Okay.
Wow.
We got one more reading to go, my loves.
Yes, we're doing.
Yeah, if I'm gonna talk the talk, I gotta walk the walk and just do it. No holding back.
That's right.
Thank you for your love, Cheryl.
So, Roya.
And I was really pleased I knew who it was, by the way.
I know.
There was no question. There was no question.
I was asking, I'm like, are you going to tell her who you are? Are you going to tell her who you are?
I'm a little dizzy, guys.
We're going to tell her who you are.
Just a little dizzy.
Oops, that hit the ground.
That was a lot of energy. That's one of the reasons why it's so important to be like hydrated and healthy when you do this kind of spiritual commitment of, you know, that it's really important to take good care and nourish the physical vessel like that I am. I have to nourish myself. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to handle the frequencies that were just coming in, because these beings have a higher vibration. They're coming from different dimensions and resonating into my field. And if I'm going through too much emotional turmoil, or I'm completely out of balance, I wouldn't be able to hear clearly what they say. I'd maybe get snippets of it because they're like yelling the message so hard at me. But when we sit in this space, it's almost like meditating. We're tuned in. We're very present to the moment that we're in, and we're open to hearing and experiencing what needs to be said. So that's part of what we teach in our classes, is how to know what's you, know what's not you, and to perceive and understand the information that's coming through all the various ways that our physical bodies are tuned to pick up those frequencies. We did a whole series of classes for the harmonics of the balance of being human, and that was really just the beginning edge of talking about what it is that we can do as human physical beings on this planet, God-given physical bodies. We have sensors all over our being that perceive and receive information, and we've trained our minds in many cases since childhood to ignore these weird messages that we get, and to that intuition and that slight change in frequency. We ignore that, and that's totally not cool unless you want to live in a bubble and as they say, be the cow just interested in self-satisfaction of chewing the cud, versus experiencing the true divinity of existence and of being alive and of interacting with people and truly connecting with individuals, and allowing yourself to see the beauty that is in everyone, no matter what their struggles on their path are. Wow, guys, thanks. That was some heartfelt information there.
Very nice.
I love you all.
Oh man. What I want to say is that yes, the masters, the teachers, the guides, they come through, spirit comes through with really, really strong energy, really strong, but they taper it back to what we can handle.
Yes.
And when they really whammy you, it's because you can handle it, and it's time to, it's another uplift for you when you get whammied. So those of you that are with us can be experiencing chills or the different feelings that we're going through, like heat or cool or pain or things like that, because we're all connected, we're all part of the one. So you're getting same upliftment,
Yes.
as if she took the physical whammy, but y'all got the benefit of it. All of us got the benefit of it. Does that make sense?
With Gabriel, one of the things that really
Becky.
really surprised me was, one, the humming stillness. And I know that sounds like an oxymoron. Did I use that word right? It sounds like it's a contradictory word, but it's like the vibration was just so strong, but it was so still. And I felt completely safe. Even though my heart was racing, as a human being, I was nervous, because it's, it's risky. I'm not one who enjoys having cameras pointed at me and having people look at me while I'm trying to do something I've not done in a long time. It makes me nervous as a human being. But I trusted myself, and I trusted Gabriel, because he basically told me that, hey, I'm here. And from the get-go, I just knew when the card dropped the third time on the floor. I was like, okay, if I'm going to pick this card up for the third time, I'm committed. I'm committed to go with where this may lead. So, I mean, that was a signal to me, am I really willing to do this? And I said yes. So when I picked that card up and I saw that it was Gabriel, I was like, okay, this is going to be fun. I'm scared. But that's also that frisson of nervousness that I was talking about at the beginning of this. It's been over an hour. At the beginning of this live chat, it is a cycle, and we all experience it on different levels and in different paths of our lives. And I'm just gonna get off this soapbox so we can go to the next card.
Well, and I'm getting hungry because we run so much energy.
I know.
But it always makes me hungry. But you're doing great.
You're doing great too, and they're awesome. I love you all. I'm all excited. Can you tell? This is fun.
And you got that good energy, Slam, so this is awesome.
This is fun.
Okay, so, Roya, give me just a second. Hi, Becky. I said hi, Becky, didn't I? I'm glad you're here, too.
That's very true, Terry. That's very, very true about the deja vu and the time and space. And that actually crossed my mind when I had the realization that I was having deja vu, that, oh, the time and space just got folded. That's kind of cool, and I remember this from a memory, but is my dream is the time and space folding of the experience of deja vu my dream coming into reality, or did in my dream I reach out to the future to experience what's happening a little bit earlier? So it's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? What came first, the vision or the reality, you know? Or the reality or the vision? I don't know. It's kind of the fun part of being human and manifesting. And we do talk about manifesting in our class for the University of the Galactics Level 1.
Speaking of the University of the Galactics. Okay, Roya, I drew for you out of this deck.
And this is the last card we're pulling for today, loves.
Yep.
Hi, Jeannie.
This is the card that pulled. Commander Ashtar. Call to action. Evidenced right there. Evidence for all of us. Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk.
Oh, that's not a coincidence. I just read that on the feed.
There you go. Love that. So about Ashtar. Ashtar is known as Commander Ashtar, is a I can't, guys, I have to talk.
Let her tongue work, guys. What'd they say? Because I got something too.
Commander Ashtar said, well, I can talk. I was going to read this.
How about, you want me to read that and he can talk?
Yeah, you can.
I understand that.
Oh, this is weird is our normal. Just letting y'all know. Okay.
Ashtar is also known as Commander Ashtar, is a multi-dimensional being who promotes truth, peace, and harmony between the planets. He is said to be an extraterrestrial, but appears in human form so that he can communicate at heart level with all those on Earth who call on him. He is part of the Great White Brotherhood, a congregation of light beings who work to bring healing to the world, and is a wonderful guide to those who are feeling the call to bring positivity, healing, and inspiration to those around them. He lifts up the hearts of leaders and inspires them to walk their path in complete integrity. Shall I go on, or would you like to speak?
I'm being saved for the last, for the best.
I will continue.
Yes.
The extended message. You are receiving a call to action and being asked to step up and create the changes you want to see in the world. Divine inspiration is all around you, and Ashtar and his legion of cosmic angels are standing by to offer you loving support. You know that you are being encouraged to be honest, assertive, and true in a loving way. You may feel your ego trying to hold you back, but know that when you take the first step, the next one will soon follow. Take some time to connect with the universe by looking up at the stars and knowing that they are loving beings of light gazing back down on you, and you are not alone. How full circle is that?
Very much so. That's why I was saved until the very last. The best for the last, yes?
And the best for the first.
Exactly. But we're all the best.
And we're all first and last. Yes.
We are all one.
Yes.
What I wanted to share with everyone here is this is your welcome. This is your welcome and your introduction to those of us in the galactic realm. We have been with you from the inception of time. The humans that walk the planet at this time are not really aware of us. Most are in fear of us, and we are not here to cause fear. We are here to promote love, to promote excitement, to promote joy, to promote happiness, and to promote you into stepping into your full, true divinity of what you really are. You are part of us. We are all connected, as we have said many times. There is much that is happening across the surface of your planet. There's much that's happening underneath the surface of your planet. And everything that happens on your planet ripples throughout all of the galactic realms. and all of the galaxies that you are not even aware of. Energy is energy. It goes out and goes out and goes out and comes back. So it is important that you understand we are here to help you. We are here to assist you. We are here to send you our love. You do not have to send love back to us if you're not comfortable with us. We do not need that because we love you unconditionally. We have always been here guarding over you. We are, like you could say, your great-grandfathers that have been here. Great, 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 great. However far back you want to go.
You are great.
And you have been here many times on the planet. So there has been times when we have all walked together, knowing each other personally. And now it happens to be that we are in a realm that you are unable to see with your physical eyes. But if you close your eyes and see with your inner sight and see with your inner heart, you will see us there with you all the time. It's very easy if you allow yourself to do this. So we again want to welcome you to the trainings that we are insisting that these two start about the University of the Galactics, and you will learn much more about us. We will be able to share much more information, and you will start to feel more and more comfortable with you in your human overshell that you occupy, because you are a being of light. You come from the stars where we are. You will soon recognize that again. Much love to every one of you. I'm grateful to have been the MC for the last and the closing of this time. And we look forward to joining all of you again very soon. Even if you do not become part of the training of the University of the Galactics, we still work with you and train with you in your sleep time at night. You won't remember it. Some of you may. But we are always here to assist you. Much love. Thank you, dear ones. Head pressure.
Me too. It felt like my head was being stretched up and over.
Head pressure.
And that was some interesting energy flow.
He was calm.
He was very calm. And the flow was consistent. The up-down flow of energy was very, very consistent.
Okay. Raya, are you alive?
How'd you like that one?
Wow.
Hi, Rosalie. Welcome.
Hi, Rosalie.
Mwah.
See? Nice.
There is a lot of events about to happen. We are 10 days away from starting what has been dubbed the University of the Galactics, and this is Star Station Transport Earth, boarding level 1. It starts on Tuesday, February the 5th, and it runs from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. Central Time, and it is an 8-week consecutive class. And it will be done on Zoom and in person. And we would love for you to join us should you like to. If you would like to join us, you can check out or message us via Facebook Messenger, and we'll be happy to direct you towards the information for that event page, because there is an event page set up on our pages as well. So we would love to have you as part of that class should you choose and be drawn to be a part of it. Your energy has been absolutely fantastic today. We have loved spending this time with you, and of course we seriously went over time by like an hour,
and we apologize for that, but
I don't apologize for that. It's been fun.
How long it was going to be. It's been great fun. I also want to say we are going to do it on Zoom, because I like to do it on Zoom because we can see everybody as they speak with us, and we can notice what's going on around them, and y'all can see us. So and then I can save the recording, and then we can put it out where we need to. Those of you who are going to join the class and can't be in live with us, we're going to work some way where you'll have a password where you can get the recording and you can communicate your questions or your issues or whatever is going on that we're going to do we're going to do a VIP.
It's the VIP lounge, which is basically
lounge VIP.
Yeah.
Chat.
So that way we can do some one-on-one time if you are in need of that and you have questions. So we will definitely have that information available for you if you messenger us and or see the live event. I don't know, can we attach the event to this? We'll see what we can do.
The other thing that I need to make sure that
breathe.
That everything is connected. We are all connected. But what they're trying to do with us is there is a different way of teaching some of the same things. The University of the Galactics has introduced you to the beautiful beings of light that you know as different names and different energies. They're all from the Galactics. They're all originally a different light source, a different energy source as we are. We didn't always have this body. We have a different body. But it also connects in with the Isis priestesses training that we are doing, because Isis is known as the goddess Isis, the goddess of 10,000 names. Isis is a beautiful being of love, light, and compassion, but Isis also is a being of light from the stars, a different place, a different realm, and has come forward through Rosalie and I to give this beautiful teachings that's going to start March the 27th. And if you want information on any of this, let us know. The other thing is why we're doing weird is our normal, because to many people, those of us coming from the star realms, coming down to teach the different paths, the different ways of awakening, of connecting, of communicating, is easy to put it in a joyful, lighthearted, fun realm of weird is their normal, because everything that will be introduced to you that is not what you're familiar with, that is not what you're used to, that is not how you've been brought up to believe, that is different than the paradigms that you currently are following in this world system of planet Earth. You can put it in a category of weird, and so you can feel safe to laugh at it, blow it off, just let it go, and little by little you will start to absorb, really take in the trainings, the lessons, the truth, the reality of it.
Yes.
So we thank you, dear ones. We thank you for being here. I am Ra.
Yes, you are.
So of course, you know, I've been talked about, so I will show up. And we micromanage and look over, we actually over guardian everything that is done by these two and by our dear friend Rosalie, who is in Australia. So,
and who's on this call right now.
And we also work with many of you, but you are not aware of it yet.
Yes.
So when you're ready to be aware of it, we are ready for you to be aware of us. Thank you, dear ones.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So that is, we have Isis Priestess classes coming up in March. I am an Isis Priestess. I went through the courses. Amazing, guys. It has changed my life. Kelly's on the call as well, and Rosalie is the co-teacher with Madeline, and they are an amazing team to present that information through that path. And it is a different walk, and it is a beautiful walk. So Isis Priestesses, University of the Galactics, to help you learn to connect and interact with the divine beings of the universe. Then we have our Facebook page, which Weird is Our Normal. Please feel free to like it. We're going to be posting more fun stuff and doing more live videos on it. And it is a fun group. Angelic Reiki is going to be happening, level 1 and 2, out in Houston, locally on the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, tentatively. So that's awesome. And then, of course, coming up are going to be
do something with the cards.
The Tarot and Oracle card decks with all of Maddie's hoard of cards, so that you can see what you like and what resonates with you. And it's not, she's not getting paid to do any of this, guys. She's not, the cards are not like sponsoring her to give this opinion. So this is her going through her own treasure.
That would be a thought, wouldn't it?
I know, right? This is her going through her own treasure trove of of experience. So this is going to be an amazing cycle of card information. So we love you all. We are having so much fun, but it is time to say adieu.
It's past time, but time is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
According to the card that we got about past, present, and future, with all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
We've been dealing with that a lot today.
We went full circle with
thanks, everyone.
Take That Leap. We love you very much.
We love you. Thanks, Stacy, for joining us. You can catch the replay. And if anybody is on the replay, let us know. Give us a comment. Give us a like.
That's right.
Send us a question. Whatever.
We're here for you.
We love you.
Love you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I'm not going to stick my finger in your eye, but close.